It was once considered high art. Now it's going high tech. Go behind the scenes to find out how computers and new training devices are helping skaters to jump higher and rotate faster.
It takes so many attempts, thousands and thousands of attempts to get a new triple. Good girl, not bad.
In order to compete on the Olympic level, skaters must train longer and harder than ever before.
The ability to accelerate, power off the ice, that takes incredible muscle strength.
Years of training come down to one moment.
You have 4 minutes to prove a lifetime of work.
Everyone's striving for the perfect 6.0, and the pressure is intense.
It's adrenaline and it's excitement. It's stuff that will make you do amazing things when the pressure's really on.
Two Olympic rivals, world champion Alexei Yagudin and U.S. national champion Michael Weiss, take us backstage to see the hidden world of figure skating. And an up-and-coming star, Naomi Nari Nam, shares her Olympic-sized dream. The blade, a piece of steel only 3 millimeters wide, ground and sharpened to form 2 edges. Water, cooled to 24 degrees Fahrenheit. One world-class athlete, capable of speeds faster than the quickest Olympic sprinter. An athlete able to rotate 4 times in less than 1 second. It all comes together to create an event unequaled in power and grace. A sport of precision, artistry, and danger. It's a way of life on the skater's edge. The skating career begins simply enough. A lesson here, a friend's skating party there. But many skaters and their families want to take the sport to a competitive level, hoping that the young skater is the next Dorothy Hamill or Scott Hamilton.
To become a champion, more than just outstanding talent is required. The young athlete, skater, has to have a lot of courage. It looks very easy and elegant, but in reality a lot of bad falls are taken.
First, it's estimated that to learn the 6 major jumps in skating, an athlete must attempt each jump several thousand times. By then, the jumps are committed to what scientists call muscle memory, or a motor program action, where the skater no longer thinks consciously about the precise movements of the jump. The physics of a jump are complex. For example, to analyze a triple axel, a physicist would examine horizontal velocity, hang time, jump height, jump distance, rotation speed. When all conditions are optimal, the skater will land the jump.
You appreciate the enormity of the jumps and the spins, but literally inside the program, an athlete is airborne in the air for probably 4 seconds of the program, and the rest of it is left on the ice.
Elite skaters like Naomi Nari Nam and Olympian Michael Weiss need several characteristics to complement their jumps, like mental toughness, extreme flexibility, power and strength, endurance, attention to minute details, charisma, a high pain threshold, and the ability to focus under extreme pressure. In addition, the skater needs a massive support team that includes a committed family who will spend anywhere from $2,000 to more than $20,000 a year in ice time and coaching costs, and will endure thousands of hours in cold practice rinks.
Skating is so involved that this family has to be very well organized and very goal-oriented to stay on top of this rigorous regimen that an athlete has in skating.
The skater will need a costume designer who will take an ordinary lycra bathing suit and turn it into a work of art. They will also need equipment specialists who will sharpen skates to the exact specifications of the skater.
You take a little bit more off right in here to help facilitate the triple axel.
They will need a choreographer and a music editor to ensure that every body movement matches a beat of music. There are biomechanists who analyze jumps with computers to provide information that can help the skater jump higher and rotate faster. There are also flexibility trainers that help the skater avoid injury. and doctors who care for the skater when injury can't be avoided.
The average person, they only see them on the medal stands. They don't get to see each day when they come in beat up and they have to be treated on a consistent basis to prevent a lot of these injuries.
The skater might also have publicists, tutors, and of course, a great coach. When this rare combination of elements come together, with a little luck, the medals will begin to pile up. Naomi Nari Nam claims to be an average American teenager growing up in Irvine, California. Her day may start normally, but when other 14-year-olds are heading to school, Naomi has other things on her mind.
I think the Olympics motivates me the most because every day I think about them. And just like when Christy won, or Oksana Bayul, Tara Lipinski, Dorothy Hamill, I just want to experience what they experience. I just want to feel the same thing they felt when they won the Olympics.
Naomi is already an accomplished skater and is on a path to her dream. Naomi began skating when her grandfather took her to a rink when she was only 5. Naomi never wanted to leave, and it was obvious that she had a gift. In 8 years, she skated through the novice and juvenile ranks, and at 13 was already ranked 2nd in the United States.
My ultimate goal is, of course, to make it to the Olympics, and hopefully I'll medal.
Her dreams are lofty, but not unrealistic, especially to those who have witnessed her short career. Sandra Stevenson has covered every world championship since 1968 and knows when a skater has something special.
Naomi has the charisma. It's a definite, measurable quality. It's a quality that can't be taught. People either have it or they don't have it. And she has it.
Let's have a warm welcome now for Naomi Nari Nam.
Naomi skated her way into the national spotlight when she qualified for the U.S. National Championship.
At Nationals this last year, where she was so successful, she started off very dangerously. In the first program, she had a bad fall, hit her head very strongly on the ice, nearly knocked herself out. I was worried that she had actually lost consciousness and would not be able to get up, or that if she did get up, she would be dizzy and perhaps have suffered a mild concussion. And I was very worried about what was going to happen the next minute or so. She showed the quick reaction to get up and continue the program, and continue it very well.
The following day, Naomi's long program began with a triple flip, the same jump that she missed in the short program. The crowd rallied behind her, giving her a rare standing ovation as she came back to win the silver medal, vaulting her at age 13 to the top of the skating world.
I don't know where her mental toughness comes from. It's just something that comes along sometimes, and I welcome it.
Let's control that landing on that flip.
Naomi works on the mental as well as physical aspects of skating with her coach, John Nix. He was a British champion pair skater in the 1950s and came to the United States to coach after tragedy stunned the skating world. In 1961, the U.S. figure skating team boarded a plane in New York City headed to the World Championships in Czechoslovakia. They never arrived. All 73 passengers, including skaters, their families, and coaches, were killed when the plane crashed near Brussels. A massive void was left in the sport. The United States Figure Skating Association attempted to resurrect the sport by inviting foreign coaches to come to the U.S. to instruct young, talented skaters. John Nix was one. In skating, he is only known as Mr. Nix.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My job as a competitive skating coach is to get the maximum potential out of every young athlete that I work with, and I've learned over the years that this can be done in different ways. I've asked you to make sure your hands are level, which means putting that left arm up. So let's do that once from the...
He has taught over 900 skaters, raising 9 to the Olympic level, including gold medalist Peggy Fleming and pair skaters Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner. Mr. Nix remembers the first time he saw a very special skater named Naomi Nari Nam.
I saw her when she was about 7 or 8 years old. She was a tiny little girl, just zooming around the ice about twice the speed of anybody else, and in fact she nearly knocked me over at one point. and I could see that she was very talented.
Since then, they have been together for Naomi's dramatic and steady rise to the top of the skating world.
Well, a natural is I think, somebody who just makes everything look very easy. And of course that's very deceptive, because what they're doing usually is not easy at all. Naomi Nari is really acknowledged as one of the best spinners in the world. We measured her at a little over 200 revolutions a minute, which is remarkable, because not only does she have to rotate at that speed, but she has to control the finish and perhaps finish on a certain beat of music in a certain square foot of the ice rink, and so there are a lot of demands there. Okay, so looks better now. Feel better with it? Okay.
Today, Naomi is back at her California training facility preparing for her next step toward her dream. She's now looking forward to Montreal, her first international competition, which is only days away.